Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians got the extra innings win over the White Sox, 2-1. The Blue Jays dropped 4 home runs in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit, 9-8. The Twins hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Mariners, 9-4. The Kansas City Royals sent 3 balls into the seats as they manhandled the Marlins, 12-5. The Rays got together to allow 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels, 2-1. CC Sabathia pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line, leading the Yanks to a win over the rival Red Sox, 4-1. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles, 9-8. The Houston Astros hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, 5-4. The Philadelphia Phillies totaled 11 hits as a team as they pulled away from the Nationals, 8-2. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field, 5-3. The Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 6-2. The Rockies amassed 14 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona, 9-5. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine, 3-0. The San Diego Padres knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves, 6-2. The Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 5-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
We're set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Indians baseball is next. Justin Masterson, a native of Jamaica, is the man to start on the mound in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a real nice year, averaging almost a strikeout per inning. We'll see how he does in this one.
Adam Eaton makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The designated hitter, Adam Eaton.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And that includes winning the first 2 in this series, so
They've had it going lately. They'll look to put a capper on the weekend with a sweep here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Masterson has his target. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Nipped the corner. 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Alejandro De Aza will be next. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
He's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Alejandro De Aza will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Mike Trout will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate.
Mike Trout.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. No outs, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, you always have to be aware of Mike Trout. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Adam Lind steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. He pulls this one into right, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Batting fifth,
Matthew Paris takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. He's set. Here it comes. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
batting sixth, second baseman.
Jed Lowry will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
And that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And things have not come as easily for him as they did the last time he took the mound. He's already given up more runs in this first inning than he did in his entire last start.
Alexi Ramirez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
That misses for ball 4. Down to first goes Ramirez.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Adrian Nieto will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And now here, 1-2, this is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 3 runs already home here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Progressive Field. It's now 3-0 Pale Hose. John Danks gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better. Hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Jason Kipnis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
They've already given their starter a 3-0 lead to work with here, so they're in good shape to maybe build on this recent run of good form.
Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Down by 3 after the top of the first, you're already in a big hole. So almost every guy in your lineup becomes a leadoff hitter. Hit those guys on to start innings and see if you can get a rally going.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Second inning coming up from... Johnny Barrera will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Out in front of it, strike one. Masterson gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Harper. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 1. Designated hitter,
Adam Eaton will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game.
And you know, Matty, it was a really good at-bat he put together, too. He saw a lot of pitches, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff guy.
Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And again a throw, and the runner back.
Just checking.
And again a throw. And a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here's Alejandro De Aza, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone at strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Simple throw over there.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Mike Trout is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
1 ball.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the bet.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the White Sox 3 and the Indians nothing. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Andrew McCutchen.
First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw by Ramirez is in time, and there's one away.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spot, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and He did it right there.
Hot shot on the ground is short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth,
Carlos Santana gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And that misses inside 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Straight 3 called, and the inning is so a fine half 3-0 lead. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on the show. Adam Lind is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the 3rd. Around first is Lind on his way to second now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
the right fielder, number 30.
Matthew Harris stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Way outside. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there, and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Jed Lowry will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Back goes Stanton at the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 1/3 innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
The shortstop, number 10, Alexi Ramirez.
Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, a lot of people talk about Alexi Ramirez's incredible rookie season, but 2014 was really a breakthrough year for him as well. He was named to his first All-Star game. He led all American League shortstops in home runs, RBIs, slugging, and extra base hits.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And in that 2014 All-Star game, teammate and Cuban countryman Jose Abreu was also named to the American League team. Pretty cool for both of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've really seen such a flood of Cuban players coming to the major leagues, but I still think it's a pretty tight-knit community for those guys. They're very proud of their baseball tradition, and I think for the most part, they like to see each other do well here in the States.
Adrian Nieto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the White Sox 5 and the Indians nothing. Lonnie Chisenhall will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Danks is ready. Here he comes 0-1. This is in the air to left. Diaz is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Vladimir Valentian will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
And you know, guys, he's got a boatload of home runs over his last 10 games, so you almost expect him to hit one every time he steps up there.
0-1 pitch on its way. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Yan Gomes will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Indians go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's Johnny Barrera is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. taken high and deep to right. Stanton ranging back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number
Adam
1.
Eaton digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Masterson's ready. Here it comes on 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Lifted into the air out toward center field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
Now batting.
Alejandro De Aza strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Jason Kipnis will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
To first, Lind has it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting. The shortstop.
Striding into the box, Francisco Linder. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield. And that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ballgame. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Lind, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Bryce Harper is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. Mike Trout will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Matt Boyd is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Mike Trout will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
2-1. Well, you mentioned pitching to Trout low in the zone. It's become fairly well known if you're going to do it, you better do it on the first pitch.
Yeah, no question, because he's famous for taking the first pitch in almost every at-bat. But I don't think I'd test him, Matty. He's scary at all times with a bat in his hand.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1. So 1 away now, and that'll bring in Adam Lind. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Matthew Harris is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Andrew McCutchen will start things out here in the home half of the 5th, and you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that fastball seems a lot quicker after 2 straight off-speed pitches.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lowry is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Giancarlo Stanton comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Into the box now, Carlos Santana. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. In the air, out to right. Harris Sprinting after it, he gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Lonnie Chisenhall is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Danks sets. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. No runs, just one hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Right side, hit hard. Gloved by Lowry. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. One left for the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jed Lowry will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Alexi Ramirez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Settling in now, Adrian Nieto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Johnny Barrera.
Johnny Barrera will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Into the seats, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Vladimir Valentian will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Grounded down the third baseline. Barrera takes it in. And now a jump throw against his body. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Indians have elected to.
So here's
challenge
one
the
last
previous
look at the
play.
replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
Out at first base.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Thanks gets the sign. 1-1 on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harris giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Up next for Cleveland,
Jason Kipnis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0. Back here in Cleveland, White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6.
the designated hitter, Adam Eaton.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Harper. He's got it 1 away.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on.
That's a ball.
And there's ball 1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Up high, 2-1 now. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Mike Trout is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. And he is in there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Lind. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce an...
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Well, with one away in the inning, they're thinking they'd like to get a second runner into scoring position. And that was wishful thinking because a good throw takes care of him trying to steal second.
And this is swung on and missed by Lind as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, another pitch that he's right on at the plate. He hasn't been fooled by anything he's seen yet.
Too high. 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2,
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. White Sox lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Francisco Lindor, and they'll need him to get something going here. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
A rare mistake pitch there. That's just their second hit of the ball game, but this will go for a double.
Bryce Harper ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. No one out with a runner at second. Hit hard to short. Ramirez with the slide. The throw. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. Man, has this infield defense been tight today? And, you know, that's usually the case in a shutout like this, but boy, there's another great play to take away a hit, and that's not the first time in this game either.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Trout has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Matthew Harris comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Liner towards second, but an Adam Bull right to him for the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Jed Lowry is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, he squares up the slider that time, and it's into left center for a base hit.
The shortstop, number 10.
Now in the box, Alexi Ramirez. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Runner's going. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Runners on first with one down. And a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's down on strikes here for out number 2. Good guys leading this one on the road here in the 8th as you get a look at our line scored at this point. Adrian Nieto digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Too high, 1-0. 2 out with a man at first. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Giancarlo Stanton and in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Only their 3rd hit of the ball game so far. He's got 2 of them. So this offense has pretty much been non-existent this entire ball game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Carlos Santana is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, a diving stop by Lynn. To second for 1. Safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Can't quite get the out after an impressive snag. Lonnie Chisenhall will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Runner goes for second. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Ramirez for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Vladimir Valentian stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Third baseman, Johnny
Barrera is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
When you're talking about guys that throw a good slider, it's not necessarily the movement you're talking about. It's the late movement. I mean, here he goes to offer at this thing, and it's just not there anymore.
Adam Eaton is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Hit well on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Alejandro De Aza strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Yan Gomes will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Danks into the windup. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is lined right back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Jason Kipnis will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And another foul ball. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Well, when you're down by a few runs, base runners are what you need. And so far here in the inning, base runners are what they've gotten. That's a single followed by a double here, and this game might be about to get a whole lot closer real quick.
Francisco Lindor will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And to me, this just looks like the classic case of a guy who's giving it his all this afternoon, but he's just flat out of gas.
Lays off, and it's 3-0. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Ani bailed him out with a swing, 3-2 now.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Hard hit ball to second, backhanded. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
And you know, this is one of those plays that just has to get made. He's got the shortest throw on the infield, but for whatever reason, he just fires this one wide at first, and he's going to get stuck with an E4.
Bryce Harper will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Comes set with the 0-1. 1-1. Runners are at first and third with none out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. Two guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Andrew McCutchen will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul pop behind the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Giancarlo Stanton makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Trout racing back, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, John Danks. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 5-1. So long from Cleveland.
final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox. 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base.